Okay. Very good morning, children. Today we are here to do Unit 2, The Crying King. Let's start the class. Larry was a lion cub. He didn't wanted to become the king of the jungle where he grew up. So Larry ran away from home. He hid behind some bushes. Look, our future king is hiding like a coward, said the monkeys. They smashed fruits on Larry's head. Larry began to cry. Now, you can see in the pictures, children, there is a small lion cub and he is hiding behind the bushes. Why he is hiding behind? Because he do not want to become the king after he grew up. And so he ran away from home and hid behind the bushes. And what happened after that? Monkeys saw him hiding behind the bushes and said that this our future king, he is behaving like a coward. Coward means the people who does not have courage. Okay, very weak from inside. And so they started smashing fruits on Larry's head. Who started smashing fruits? Monkeys. And so Larry began to cry. He felt very bad that monkeys are throwing fruits on him, and so he began to cry. The parrot said, our future king is behaving like a coward. They dropped berries on Larry's head. Now, again, the same thing parrot started doing. They said that our future king is behaving like a coward, and they also started dropping berries on Larry's head. He went to the river and washed himself. He stood in the river sobbing. Who went to the river? Larry. Larry went to the river and washed himself. Why? Because monkeys and parrots had thrown fruits on him, so he became dirty. So he went to the river to wash himself. And there he stood in the river and sobbing. What do you mean by sobbing? He started crying because other animals, monkeys, parrots, was not behaving properly and he felt very bad, and so he started crying. The hippos spat water at Larry. The crocodiles swam by and laughed at him. Now see, hippos again, they also started throwing water at Larry. And crocodiles also swam by. Swam by means they walked from the at the side of the Larry. And what they did, they laughed at him. Suddenly, Larry stopped crying. Who stopped crying? The lion cub. Larry stopped crying and he roared in anger. What do you mean by roared? The loud noise of the lion. He roared in anger. I am the king of the jungle. Roar. What he did? He shouted very at a high pitch. And what he did? He said, I am the king of the jungle. And then what happened? The animals ran away. None of them laughed at Larry again. So, what happened when he rode? Other animals became afraid of him and then they did not laugh at him ever again and they ran away from there. Now, complete the sentences in their few words. According to the story, children, we have to complete the sentences. Larry did not want to become, in the blank you are going to write, the king of the jungle. In the beginning of the story, you remember, he ran off the house. Why? Because he did not wanted to become the king of the jungle. Second one, the monkeys and parrots said that Larry was coward. Why? Why they said that he was a coward? Coward means someone who is not brave. And the lion was hiding behind the bushes. So, monkey and parrot said that Larry was a coward. So, what are you going to write in the blank? Coward. Larry went to the river to dash. You remember? Parrots and monkey had thrown fruits on him and so he became dirty. So why did he went to the river? To wash himself, to clean himself. So you are going to write wash himself. Larry went to the river to wash himself. The animals in the river dash. Now who were the animals in the river, you remember? Hippos and crocodiles. What did they did? They laughed at him. They threw water and they also laughed at him. So here we will write laughed at him. The animals in the river laughed at him. Larry stopped crying and dash. At the end of the story, what happened? Larry stopped crying and he roared in anger. See the spellings properly and children and then write, okay? Roared in anger. And what did he say, do you remember? I am the king of the jungle. But in the blank, we have to write roared in anger. I repeat it again, children. First one, Larry did not want to become the king of the jungle. Second one, the monkeys and parrots said that Larry was a coward. Larry went to the river to wash himself. The animals in the river laughed at him. Last one, Larry stopped crying and roared in anger. Thank you, children.